Airports are designed to be controlled environments. Every door is monitored, every hallway recorded, every single passenger tracked. There are cameras watching the entrances, cameras at security, cameras at the gates. It's one of the last places on Earth where someone should be able to just disappear. And yet, one man did. Without violence, without noise, without anyone even noticing. He walked into an airport and was never seen again. It was an ordinary morning, the kind of morning nobody remembers. The sky was gray, the terminal half asleep. The low hum of rolling suitcases echoed across the floor. Passengers stood in line holding coffee cups and passports. It was business as usual. Among them was a man traveling alone. Nothing about him stood out. No suspicious behavior, no strange luggage, no sense of panic. Just another traveler. He wore a dark jacket, carried a small bag, and kept checking his phone. Security footage shows him entering through the main doors at 8:17 a.m. He walks calmly toward the check-in desks, blending perfectly with the crowd. If you watch the footage today, you wouldn't even notice him. He checks in for his flight, shows his ID, and prints his boarding pass. Everything was completely normal, totally routine. The airline employee later said he seemed quiet and polite. Nothing unusual at all. After that, he heads toward security. The cameras follow him step by step. Shoes off, laptop out, bag scanned. He passes through without any alarms or problems. If anything, he looked bored, like someone who had done this dozens of times before. At 8:42 a.m., he enters the departure area. This is where things get strange, because this is the last moment anyone can explain with certainty. He walks through the terminal, stops at a small shop, and buys a bottle of water, paying with cash. The cashier later remembered him, saying he looked tired, like he hadn't slept much. Then he sits down near his gate, just waiting like everyone else. He scrolls through his phone and looks up at the departure screens, completely normal. And then he stands up, walks out of the camera's view for just a few seconds, and never appears again. At first, nobody noticed. Why would they? People move around airports constantly, going to bathrooms, restaurants, or other gates. But when boarding for his flight started, he didn't show up. His name was called over the speaker, but there was no response. Final call. Nothing. The plane left without him. Hours later, the airline simply marked him as a no-show. Case closed, or at least it should have been. That night, his family called. They hadn't heard from him. His phone was off. He never arrived at his destination. And that's when the airport began reviewing the footage. Security starts tracking him backwards, camera by camera, minute by minute. They see him enter, check in, pass security, sit at the gate, stand up, and walk away. Then, nothing. There's no exit footage, no boarding footage. He wasn't on camera getting into a taxi, a train, or a bus. He didn't appear in the parking lot cameras. It's as if he dissolved into thin air, inside one of the most monitored buildings on Earth. Investigators searched everything: bathrooms, maintenance rooms, staff corridors, storage areas. Nothing. No bag, no body, no trace. They checked his bank accounts. No activity. His phone records went dead. His passport was never used again. It's like his entire life stopped at that exact moment. Theories began to spread. Maybe he planned it, wanting to disappear and start over with a new identity. But that raises a big question. Why an airport? Why choose a place with hundreds of cameras? Others suspect something darker. Did he enter a restricted area? Fall into some maintenance tunnel? Get trapped somewhere no one thought to check? But years passed, renovations happened, and nothing was ever found. The strangest part? There are 30 seconds of missing footage. One camera that should have captured him malfunctioned right at that exact moment. A coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe not. To this day, no one knows what happened. No body, no confession, no answers. Just a man walking into an airport and vanishing forever. Because sometimes the scariest mysteries aren't explosions or crimes. Sometimes it's simply someone who disappears quietly and silently right in front of everyone, and nobody can explain how. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more hidden truths.